My younger brother, Cooper, had finally reached his breaking point with his dissertation advisor. He came to my apartment, practically vibrating with tectonic levels of stress. "Natalie, you don't understand," he groaned, burying his face in his hands. "The man doesn't just give feedback. He uses his words like biological weapons." I didn't understand. Honestly, I couldn't. My life had always been a series of paved roads and open doors. I was the girl who cruised through life on a wave of gold stars and well-dones. Even my romantic life was effortless. I was currently deep in a digital romance with a man I'd met online who was the personification of a warm blanket. He had a voice like velvet, a soul that seemed perpetually anchored, and a way of saying exactly what I needed to hear to make my heart do that embarrassing little skip beat. But for the sake of Cooper's failing mental health, I decided to intervene. I would meet this monster of a professor and have a civilized, stern talk about the boundaries of constructive criticism. Then I saw him. The cold, sharp-tongued Dr. Adrian Thorne looked exactly like the man I'd been falling for behind a screen for the last year. To test my theory, I hovered outside his office door, heart hammering against my ribs, and sent a text to my mystery man. "I'm having a moment. I need you to comfort me. Right now." Inside the room, the young, formidable professor glanced at his phone. He stood up abruptly and walked toward the balcony. Cooper looked like he was facing a firing squad. Great, he's probably going to yell at someone else now. We're just collateral damage. But I didn't hear Cooper. I was too busy staring at my phone, frozen, as a voice memo popped up. The day after Cooper submitted his first draft, he looked like a ghost of himself. When I asked what was wrong, a single, tragic tear escaped the corner of his eye. He didn't speak. He just turned his laptop screen toward me so I could read the notes his advisor had left on his manuscript. I read them, and for the first time in my life I was speechless. I've read historical fiction before, but this is the first time I've read a historical pile of garbage. Come to my office tomorrow. I need to see if you've been possessed by a malevolent spirit, or if this is genuinely your best work. Are you so in love with this university that you've decided never to graduate? Thankfully, only the two of us have read this. Let's keep it that way. Keep writing. Once you're finished, we can finally start the rewrite. Your narrative structure is more chaotic than the fall of Rome. The final blow came in the acknowledgments section. The professor had left one blistering remark. "I appreciate the sentiment, but if you truly want to thank me, leave my name out of this." I glanced at the top of the syllabus. Dr. Adrian Thorne, a sophisticated name for a man with a mouth like a serrated blade. Cooper was at the point where the mere sound of a laptop opening gave him palpitations. "He's a demon, Nat," he whispered, his voice trembling. "Do you have any idea what it's like to live in fear like this?" I didn't. Compared to my poor brother, I was the universe's favorite child. As the only girl in my generation of the family, I'd been pampered since the cradle, school, career, social life. It had all been a green light. And then there was my guy. My digital sanctuary. His voice was steady, his temperament was a calm sea, and he spent his evenings making me feel like the most important woman in the world. So, no, I couldn't relate to Cooper's trauma. To keep following the story, head to my homepage for the rest. Don't miss out.